Shalom, like give all undergoing praises to YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI BAHASHM Rakakodash, like give double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to all you sincere occupants pushing this word out across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going into these guys, Shy, Tried, and Refined, or formerly known as Shy, Tried, and Refined. And they just dropped a recent video not too long ago, and now their name is Tried and Refined. So these guys was a part of Great Millstone. They fell out by teaching wayward doctrines, started their own camp. The next thing you know, they just quit doing videos. So now they have their different subscribers, followers, or listeners asking them on their comment boards, like, where have you all been? What's going on? What's going on with this absence? And that's a damn shame, to be honest, because here he is, you're supposed to be watchmen or so-called leaders of your people, and you have your sheep or your congregation out there being malnourished, not being fed, just leaving them for their downfall. And this is Ezekiel 34:1. And the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel, prophesy, say unto them. So this is going to the ones of our people that know they are Israelites. Thus said the Lord, power unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. You have a lot of our people that know they are Israelites, and you have these different guys that sell out to the 501c3 tax exemption, which is a mechanism set up by Esau to have these different Israelite groups to teach wayward doctrines, to limit and cut off certain things that they can't fully say to their congregation. So these are nothing but false prophets and liars. So that's why the scriptures say, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves, because you're not caring about the flock being fed with the true way, with the true doctrine, which is going to those true living waters. And that's ultimately talking about YAHAWASHI. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? And that's why YAHAWASHI stated to Peter, do you love me? And Peter said, yeah, I do love you, Lord. And YAHAWASHI said, feed my sheep, feed my sheep, feed my sheep. Who are the sheep according to the scriptures? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So it's important for us as being watchmen or shepherds amongst our people to feed them with the true doctrine of YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI. Not taking breaks, especially in these time frames where we are in now, where all hell can break loose any day. Verse 3, ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not my flock. And there's one comment I saw in particular, and I was just like, man, this is a damn shame. And this same guy, he commented on their last video, going to their video called Don't Drink the Kool-Aid. So in this recent video, this same particular guy, he commented and said, welcome back. It's much prophecies happening in 2020. Can you all do a report and videos and update us and what's going on? So that's a shame that your follower or so-called subscribers have to say that to you as being a leader or a shepherd. So that's letting us know through the spirit that these are not true shepherds of YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI. Because true shepherds of YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI is going to feed their flock daily. Some type of edification, some type of exhortation, some type of uplifting. Verse 3, ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. The disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick. And that's referring to our people in that dead state of mind nowadays. That's why the scriptures say in the book of Isaiah that the whole head is sick. And that's talking about majority of our people. And that's part of the curses, as it said that the Lord is going to smite thee with madness. So our people are that spiritually diseased, spiritually sick, because they are caught up into the ways of this world by the means of Christianity, Roman Catholicism, and all these wayward doctrines and false idols. So that's why our people are diseased, they are sick, they are broken. And as us being ambassadors or shepherds for YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI, it's our job to help heal them with the word. Because the prophets, they play a significant role in bringing back the elect to YAHAWASHI. So it says, the disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away. Neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and cruelty have ye ruled them. So our people was driven away and lost by the means of the philosophies and ideologies in this world, which was strategically designed by these elites of the Edomite nation. Because the more they see our people astray from their power, the more and longer they can stay in rulership. So this is all part of those crafty counsels mentioned in the book of Psalms, the 64th chapter. So as of us, as the hopeful elect, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM, open our mind up, putting that spiritual eye salve or that ointment over our eyes, and now we can be able to see. We're supposed to go out there and warn our people, teach them the true ways of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, not taking no breaks, nor following the lifestyles of this current world. And this leads me to the book of Romans, the 10th chapter and the 17th verse. Because one of those so-called members or subscribers on that comment board said, what does YouTube have to do with doing the work? And this is Romans 10 and 17. So then faith coming by hearing, and hearing by the word of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So as you can see now, with majority of the brothers that are walking by this word, what type of spiritual vehicle or mechanism was used by us awakening? And that's by the means of the internet, the World Wide Web, and more so, YouTube, which is that main hub that brings a lot of traffic across the whole world, and a lot of people go on that website. So this is really all designed by YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI to get his word out there across the four corners of the earth. Verse 18, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth. So that musical sound, which is going to this word, this true gospel, being pushed out across the four corners of the earth by the means of the internet. So yes, the internet, yes, YouTube has a major part of biblical prophecy. And their words unto the ends of the world. Because our people, pursuant to the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and 64th verse, by us breaking that contract or agreement with the Heavenly Father Yahweh, He was going to scatter us across the four corners of the earth. So that means right now, till this day, a lot of our people are scattered everywhere in this whole world. So it's important in our job to feed our people, more so the elect, the ones that are going to really adhere to this word. These are those spiritual diseased and sick, those lost and driven away, broken-hearted captives, that it's our job as the hopeful elect to preach those good tidings unto, to bring them back into the fold. The ones that World Wide Web is going to capture and entangle them into the ways of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And it leads me right up with Psalm, the 19th chapter, in the first verse. And we call this the spiritual internet chapter. And it says, the heavens declare the glory of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. So that's by the means of that unicorn. How these different satellites work with the ways of communication, internet access, and that message is being carried out throughout the whole world. Verse 2, day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. So no matter what time you get up in the day or night, no matter what country or state you're in, you're going to still see videos constantly out there on YouTube of the sincere prophets of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI edifying. So that's why it says, day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge, which is going to that true instruction given by the prophets of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. So now you have on YouTube, you can go to the settings and you can translate it in any language that's more suitable for your particular language that you can hear. And that's how you can be able to hear the word. And more so, you have brothers that teach sign languages now. So that's for the ones of our people cannot physically hear. So the Most High has all these things covered to reach His elect. Their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them have He set a tabernacle for the sun. So yes, it's important for the brothers to push their videos out there on YouTube and push this word even more. Because you really had those guys asking on the comment board, what does YouTube have to do with doing the work? That's how majority of us woken up. It's a lot more other Israelites have woken up by their spiritual vehicle, which is going to the internet. And this is Proverbs, the 8th chapter and 33rd verse. Hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it not. So the instruction is talking about the true doctrine and ways of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI given to the prophets. That's why it says in the book of Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter and the 17th verse, Son of man, I made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Give them warning for me. And also in the book of Jeremiah, 6th chapter and the 10th verse, to give our people warning. And part of that warning is having that true instruction. It's going to having this true understanding, the true doctrine. And one of those main instructions or commandments that was given by YAHAWASHI, that he commanded his disciples, which later turned into apostles, to go out there on the highways and the byways and bid the elect of the nation of Israel back to the marriage. We can learn from the apostles back in Acts, the 5th chapter, how they was in the temples daily teaching the name of YAHAWASHI. And also Apostle Paul stated to be apt to teach. And it says, blessed is the man that heareth me watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. So that's why the Spirit was heavy upon Apostle Elder Tahar not too long ago to say, brothers need to start doing daily videos. Because look at the examples. YAHAWASHI was out there in the temple daily. So if we are ambassadors or followers of YAHAWASHI, we supposed to be out there teaching and doing the work daily. And the spiritual highways and the byways is going to this internet. And that's a part of watching daily at YAHAWASHI's gates. So this is an account of Apostle Paul. He was catching much sufferings and hell, afflictions. He had all types of distractions coming his way. So even going through all those different trials and tribulations, here's what he stated in 2 Corinthians 11 chapter and the 28th verse. Beside those things are without, that which cometh upon me daily, the care of all the churches. So he didn't let none of those distractions stop him from teaching that flock, his congregation. Because he knew back then how our people was caught up into the ways of the Greeks and the ways of the Roman Empire. He knew how significant it was to push out the word of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI to our people. That was going to the elect, the ones that was going to hear. So how much more now in these last days, we see all these biblical prophecies are unfolding. And that's why I think through the Spirit that these guys, Shy, Tried, and Refined, came about and did a recent video. Because at the end of the day, they are Israelites, so they feel convicted in the Spirit. They dropped the plow. And they still see the apostles and the elders and the sincere brothers still moving and pushing this word. So they feel convicted because they dropped that plow. They wasn't apt to teach. They wasn't instant in season and out of season. Because you had the elder in our camp, Elder Kazak. He did a video not too long ago asking ITR, where have you been? And also the elder Manatha Zabak from SC. Same questions. Like, where have you all been? And that's exactly what these different subscribers and followers of Shy, Try, and Refine are asking the same thing. Where have you all been? And so many prophecies has been happening this year. Can you please do a report and update us? And that's a damn shame for real. And that leads me to Jeremiah, the 6th chapter, in the 30th verse. Reprobate silver should men call them, because YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI had rejected them. And you can just look at their countenances on the video, just oozing with pride. Go on the comment boards, brothers are sincerely reproving them, and they still getting mad about brothers asking them, where have you all been? Not making no apologies or explanations to your congregation or your subscribers why you have been absent that long. Just being prideful. Just popping right back like you never been anywhere. And also on that comment board, you had an unlearned member or subscriber of ITR asking the question, when did YAHAWASHI go teach on YouTube? Just more proof to show you that these ITR guys and subscribers of them are not spiritually inclined to know that YAHAWAH set up the internet to be that spiritual vehicle to gather their elect from the four winds of the earth. YAHAWAH knew we wasn't going to have the physical or monetary means to go out to every country and teach our people. That was the whole point of setting up this internet, to be that spiritual mechanism to gather his elect. So that's why it says in Ecclesiasticus, the 30th chapter, a child left to himself will be willful. Because if you were in the spirit, you would not be asking invalid and irresponsible questions like that. So that's why the scriptures say, reprobate silver should men call them, because YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI had rejected them. So with that, I hope y'all was edified. Y'all stay strong. Shalom.